Hey, I'm Lori.
And I'm Rick.
And we are Here We Go Again. Guys, thanks for stopping by. We are bringing to you today how we actually set up our Jeep for tow by the motorhome. We actually put this set together, so we did not have it professionally done. We took it upon ourselves, professionally done.
Right, here's the professional there.
He did all the research and somewhat of the grunt work. I did too. But we've had a lot of questions about how we tow and what we use, so we thought we'd share that with you.
Yeah, guys, thanks for stopping by and checking out this video. Give us a thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell. But let's get into this video.
Start it.
Okay, so this is what our setup looks like. We have the Smittybilt tow bars, and we have a Smittybilt bumper. I have to say this was the cheapest option that I had researched.
Yeah.
We spent a whole lot more money on our braking system, and that's just our preference. And I have to tell you, this system works really well. There's times that I wish I didn't have this system, but all in all, my end game is to end up with the Blue Ox tow system. But I wanted a new bumper. This worked out really well.
I think that was the only reason.
This worked out really well because, you know, I enjoyed the bumper that we had on the Jeep before, but this bumper is what I wanted to end up with, and it works perfectly with the tow setup that we have.
Because eventually you want the winch. That's what he's setting it up for. He wants the winch system.
Yeah, I want
Don't
winch
let him fool you. It's all for himself.
Winch and more lights. But like I say, I think we have total maybe $430, $440. I'll leave links to exactly this bumper and the tow bars that we have in the description of this video. But like I say, when there's some tow systems out there that you can spend $1,000, $1,500 on, and they're a whole lot easier. This one, you have to lift, put on. When we get to the campground, I don't leave it laying around. I usually put it in the back of the Jeep. I mean, it's a little bit of labor.
I mean, I would love the thought that you could fold it, but this is not one that you can fold up. But you know what? It does the job. It's cheaper and it's still safe. So that's a win-win when you save money.
Very safe, and like I say, that's why we went with it. We spent more money on the breakaway system, because that's what we decided was the best for us.
Yeah.
You do your own research and figure out what you want to do, but like I say, this works perfectly fine. We have towed this a lot, and it's not really that hard. I mean, Lori
really
and I do it in just a few minutes.
And our kids help us at times. I mean, Riley and I especially can be, we're done.
They get it going, and it's fine.
And David sets up our lights and our, I mean electrical. We're good.
It's good. So let's just...
Okay, so raise it up, slide it in.
Now, like I was saying, there are easier systems, but as far as setup and everything, like I say, I'm not going to tighten all these because we're not actually heading out, but you just seat it, get you an impact wrench, or do it yourself with a couple of wrenches.
Use our own muscles.
Couple of wrenches, and it's good.
That's what we usually do. So,
yep.
But yeah, you want to make sure you make that tight. It needs to be tight. You're going to have the movement here. That's normal. It's fine. That's what helps with the movement of everything. But you got to make sure your bolts are tight.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, as you can tell, it's a pretty level setup, which is what you want.
Yes, you want it level. You don't want it dipping down or lifting up. You want this on the ball.
Yep.
Laying on it.
We have our safety chains.
Once you put it on, always put a pin in it to make sure it doesn't pop loose. And then we have... Okay guys, so now that we've put the system together, as you can tell, we're all hooked up. Of course, we're not bolted as tight as we could because we're not actually
towing right
now. We just wanted to show you. We've got our safety cords here.
Chain.
They're chains, but it's a different kind. And then over here we also have the chains hooked up to the motorhome.
Always make sure that your safety chains are for the appropriate weight of your vehicle that you're towing.
Yes.
And that's why, you know, these came with the system. And I just added these extra. This system, my son and I attached it. It's a wire that goes through our fire wall in the Jeep, and it will attach to our Blue Ox braking system. Just in case the Jeep gets separated from the camper, this will pull the pin and apply the brakes and stop the tow vehicle. It's very important. Some states require it, depending upon the weight of what you're towing. I don't even care which state it was. For us, it was safety and what we felt most comfortable. Doesn't matter what state regulations. This is what we felt comfortable doing in protecting our vehicle and protecting other drivers on the road. That's for us.
That's
safety.
The most important. I don't want to cause injury to anybody behind me if our tow vehicle does come detached.
Right. The Jeep could be replaced. A person, you know, I don't want to go around life with something horrible hanging on my head. But like my son and I did this, so it just attaches and we attach it to the camper.
Okay, so first, we usually attach it to the motorhome first, just to make sure. And the reason I do that is because I'm always afraid to accidentally pull the pin. I'm sure it has to have more pressure than what I think, but I always attach it then, and I pull it too, so it's not that much pressure, and then slowly release it. And that's it.
So we have the Blue Ox Patriot 3. Super simple to hook up. I couldn't ask for a better system. 1000% pleased with this. So let's just go do it. So as you can see, this simple setup, it just goes over the pedal. It just sits in the floor, right? And super simple and having a difficult time. And of course, there we go. So as you can tell, it's on the brake pedal there, right? So I have secured it down, and now I'm going to lock it. Just have this thing here, just turn. Now it's locked onto the brake pedal. So now we have the breakaway that we had showed you in the previous. That's in the front. That's will be connected to the camper just in case it ever gets detached from the tow bars. And you always want to make sure you connect to a power source. For our Jeep 2018, it is in here. Always has power, because you don't leave your keys, or we don't leave our keys in ignition. So there's that. We are ready to go. Oh, forgot. Right there. All right, Lori's in the camper, so now we're going to turn the power on. Okay, Lori.
So the part that actually goes in the cab of the motorhome, you connect it to the power supply, and it'll say set up brake to continue, and it already did it. And then you want to test it, push the brake button, manual brake on. There you go. Pretty simple, and I actually have a little thing to place up on the dash right here to place it on, or wherever you feel confident and comfortable placing it. There you have. But our towing lights, you need to always have lights on the towing vehicle, and we do not have the setup that goes through the actual light system for the Jeep. That's another thing that we would love to have one day. But like I said, we purchased the motorhome.
Yeah.
Which we were just making sure we could tow everything successfully, cheaply,
safely, and on the cheap side.
Yes.
And I have to say, these things, we got these from Harbor Freight.
And they're 10-way towing light kit.
Probably $25-$30.
Yep.
They work amazingly. They're so simple, and you know, they're magnetic. We'll show you on the back side what these look like.
Yep.
But they plug in, and we just run the wire underneath. And I've got a couple zip ties under the Jeep. We just run it through those that hang a little bit, and it's so simple.
It is.
It just takes a minute or two. But like I say, I looked for the lighting system that would hook up into the Jeep. It was over $100 some. These were 25 probably, and you know.
And when we were wanting to tow, that we couldn't get it in time.
Yeah.
So these were our option, and they worked great.
Yeah. So we will get those eventually, just because it'll be easy. It'll be just kind of like the breakaway, that the switch will be here, and we'll just run and hook it up. I mean, it'll be simple as well, but it's a much bigger install from what I have seen. Okay. I'll put it on. Get ready. Okay. Here you go. They're magnetic. I've not had any issues. They stay on very well, and easy to come on and off.
Okay guys, so there you have it. We put it on, we survived, and it's really nothing much to it once you've done it a couple of times. Especially the first time was the hardest, trying to follow the directions, making sure every bolt is fastened the way it's supposed to. But Smittybilt, I said it right? Smittybilt really had some good directions with their all their equipment, so just follow that, and it's pretty easy.
Make sure you find out the weight of your vehicle. That's probably one of the most important things. Also, your tow system, make sure it can handle the weight of your vehicle. We're all within that. Our Jeep just barely is over 4,000 pounds, 4,200 pounds or something like that. So we do have room with our tow setup, to
6,000, isn't it, with our tow setup, or 55, something like that.
The camper setup, but the tow bars, I think, is 5,000. So we do have some room so we can pack stuff in our Jeep when we're traveling, and we're still within the 5,000 pounds of what the tow bars are set for. But you know, like I say, don't make our word for it. Do your own little research. eTrailer.com is a fantastic source for tow setups. I would check that out and look at that. Also, you know, this is just what we did. Like I say, it was cost effective.
It works great.
It works great. It's not that much work.
We've had thousands of miles now, I think, on this thing.
We detached it in 100 degrees before, and it's not really the most enjoyable thing, but hey, it just takes a few minutes once you get your groove. And Lori and I and the kids, we've got it down. And the Jeep, definitely do not go into reverse.
If you're flat towing.
Yes, don't go into reverse. But guys, we really appreciate you stopping by and checking out this video. Give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. But until next time,
safe travels and God bless.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.